How to take your power back when he won't commit. What's up, guys? It's Sabrina Alexis, your personal love advisor from A New Mode, the channel where we show you how love actually works. There is nothing more disempowering than being with a guy who just won't commit to you. Maybe everything's great, like the relationship is perfect, aside from the fact that he just won't commit. He won't put a label on it. He doesn't want things to deepen in any which way. And now the power balance is completely off because you're at his mercy. He is the one who gets to decide where the relationship goes. He knows what you want. He doesn't want the same thing, and you're just kind of along for the ride. Now, when this happens, a lot of women make the decision to just stick it out, to just say, you know what, I'm gonna ride this out because, and maybe the guy has valid reasons for why he can't commit right now. So she wants to ride it out. She says, as soon as his job is more settled, as soon as he's more financially stable, as soon as the pandemic's over, whatever the case, she's gonna stick it out. But a lot of the times nothing changes. And instead what happens is her self-esteem takes a major hit. She notices that she's investing more and more of herself into the relationship and he's doing less and less. Let's talk about what to do when you're in that situation and how you can take your power back and actually get what you want. I'm gonna break it all down, so make sure you watch this video until the end. Real quick, if you like this video and find it helpful, or if you like me, you like this channel, please tap that like button. I spend so long creating these videos, creating quality content. I really give you guys my best and it takes less than a second to tap that like button. So I'm gonna give you a second to do that right now. Okay, thanks for that. Also, if you want more, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified whenever I post new videos. Also, I'm assuming you're here because you want a better understanding of how to get that lifelong commitment from a man, how to get him to see you as the one. And you're in luck. I mean, I'm gonna give you some valuable tools in this video, but there's only so much I can include in a 10-minute YouTube video. So my partner on A New Mode, Eric Charles, and I have created a whole system devoted to teaching you exactly how to get that love and commitment you crave. It is called Make Him Want You Bad, and you can download it right now or when you're done with this video at makehimcraveyou.com. Okay, let's talk about self-esteem for a minute. Let's think about where self-esteem comes from and where self-worth comes from. I'll tell you where it doesn't come from. It does not come from trying to prove yourself to someone else. It does not come from a condition. The condition being, if I can get him to call me his girlfriend, that will mean I'm worthy. And when you're in a situation where a man tells you, I don't want to be in a relationship right now, you have to believe him. Otherwise, you put yourself in a position of trying to prove yourself to him and prove your worth to him. And here's the thing. Him not wanting to commit most likely doesn't really have anything to do with you. A lot of the times, he's just not in a place in his life to want to be in a committed relationship. And men, a lot of men, most men, not all men, but most, are like this. If they are not in a space where they can be in a relationship, where they feel like they have any ability to give to a relationship, they won't want to be in one. Women are not like this. Women can always make space. It doesn't matter what's going on in her life. Most women can always make space for a relationship when the right guy comes along. It's not like that for all men. If he is a mess emotionally, financially, if he wants to get his career off the ground, it doesn't matter how amazing the woman is. He most likely, I mean, in some cases, okay, like she'll motivate him to like get his act together, but he still will have to get his act together before he can be in a relationship with her. A lot of men will just say, no, I just can't be in a relationship right now. So I'm bringing this up because it's not personal. It's not because you're not enough. And when you say to yourself, consciously or unconsciously, all right, I'm just gonna stay and I'm gonna show him what an amazing girlfriend I am, what an amazing mother I will be, what an amazing wife I will make, then he'll love me and he'll give me that commitment. You set yourself up to fail because it had nothing to do with you in the first place. So it doesn't even matter if you do all these things, it's not gonna work. And then you just feel worse about yourself. And then what happens is you degrade yourself. You act in weight, you sell yourself out essentially. How are you selling yourself out? You're selling yourself out because you're settling for a relationship that isn't what you want with a guy that can't give you something that you want, and you're settling for it anyway. And this makes an impression on your psyche, on your sense of worth, because you are the one who's devaluing yourself here. He's not devaluing you. He told you up front, assuming that's the case here, he told you up front, I can't be in a relationship right now, I can't commit right now, but you made the decision to stay. And because you made that decision, you devalued yourself. And your self-esteem took a hit. And now you need more of his validation in order to feel better. And in that scenario, you're making it all about him. How does he feel? What does he want? How does he see me? And you're forgetting about you. And that's where true self-esteem and self-worth comes from. It comes from within. So what does build self-esteem? Because we talked about what doesn't. One of the ways to build self-esteem is to walk away from situations that aren't what you want. When a guy says he can't commit and you say, all right, then this is where I leave. This is my exit cue. You are building your sense of worth. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to feel good in the moment. That's how you build the foundation for strong self-esteem. It does not come from waiting around for him to decide that you are worthy and good enough. This is how you take your power back. You take your power back by not settling for something that you don't want. Your focus should always be, in this situation, in any situation, should be on building your feelings of self-worth, on working on feeling good about yourself. Because when that's where you're focused, then you're not focusing on how does he see me? What does he want? How does he view me? And that is empowering. And that is going to enable you to see a situation clearly, to see a situation for what it is. Now let's also talk about women who say, like, I'm trying to move on, but he's just not letting me go. Just not letting me go. I mean, unless he's holding you captive, which is a much bigger problem, no one's holding you against your will, hopefully. Like, you have a choice, you have agency. And a lot of the times we forget that. We forget how much control we have over ourselves, over our lives, over our choices, and over our thoughts. If he's coming back and you're engaging with him and you're allowing yourself to slip into the flirty banter and whatever, and then you're allowing your thoughts to get carried away and into thinking like, oh, maybe something's gonna happen. Maybe he changed his mind. Maybe he is gonna commit. Maybe we are going somewhere. Then that's not him not letting you go. That's you allowing him back into your life. So this is how we take our power back, by taking control. A lot of people don't believe me when I say you have control over your thoughts, but you do. And I'll prove it to you. Spend an hour in a day just noticing your thoughts, noticing what you allow to enter into your mind, and only interact with those thoughts that feel good to you. And the other thoughts that intrude, the bad thoughts that tell you, you're worthless, or that make you feel like, no, you have to be with this guy, no one else is gonna love you. Notice those too and kindly ask them to leave. Another way I phrase it is just pluck them out like a pesky weed. It's gonna take some work at first, but by doing this, by just noticing the thoughts, not allowing the thoughts to just start, infiltrate and have an impact on you, because thoughts are real forces. They create a chemical shift, they create emotions, and that changes our entire vibe, our entire energy. Gosh, I feel like I'm sounding very new age right now, but I think you guys are understanding what I'm saying, because all of these things are real. When you allow those thoughts into your mind, it changes everything. So just notice them. Notice how often your thoughts go into the negative. Notice how much you're feeding into those desperate, frenetic thoughts of, I need him, and what was his last text to me, and what should I say to him? Notice when you're feeding into that, and take back control of that. And take back control over your life, over who you allow into your life. You know what this reminds me of? Have you guys ever seen The Holiday with Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz and Jude Law and Jack Black? I love that movie. That was my favorite movie about relationships, because I really related to Kate Winslet's character. But with her ex-boyfriend, her toxic ex who goes and gets engaged to somebody else, every time he shows up, she just relents and she's there, and then he disappears again and she's miserable. She it's full of self-loathing, to the point where she wants to stick her head in an oven. And it's only when she is like, no, get out of my life, I am done with you forever, that she takes her power back completely. So remember, you have the choice. Don't make excuses. Don't say you just feel bad for him, you just want to help, you just want to save him. You have the choice of who you allow into your life. Now, few things that I want you to remember. Write them down if you need to. Number one, whenever a guy says he doesn't want to be in a relationship, believe him. The reasons don't matter, the facts do. In fact, I have a whole video on what to do when a guy says he doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. So watch that if that's the situation you're in. Number two, you will never gain self-esteem by trying to win someone else over. That is a losing battle. You gain self-esteem by walking away from situations that are not what you want. Number three, the best way to get what you want is to not settle for what you don't want. And number four, work on your feelings of self-worth above all else. And number five, take control over your life, every aspect of your life. When you do this, you will feel empowered and strong, and you will be mentally tough and able to navigate these tricky romantic situations without being at the mercy of other people. I hope you found this helpful. If so, remember to tap that like button, please. It really helps me out. It will help me grow my channel, help YouTube know that this is a good video, it's valuable, and that YouTube should share it. Also, if you want to know more about how to be a confident, high-value woman, definitely check out our Make Him Want You Bad system. You can get it at makehimcraveyou.com. I know we have him in the title, but really it's about you. It's about you being empowered. And once you are in that place, trust me, the men will flock and you will easily and effortlessly attract the right relationship for you and have the skills to be in an amazing and healthy relationship. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you next time.